Hi, my name is Renee Aram and welcome back to The Addict's Loop. I wrote my book, The Addict's Loop, to describe in detail the unconscious mechanics of codependence and addiction. In this video, I'm going to show you how addiction and codependence travels from generation to generation. Now, if you haven't seen my past videos, you may want to check them out so you'll understand some of the terminology I'm about to use. You can see my videos at the addictsloop.com website or the Addicts Loop Facebook page. And now, mapping codependence and addiction in our families. Codependence travels from generation to generation. Okay? Mom's a controller. Let's just say, in this example, Dad has a dependent role. All right? The addict's loop is created between them so that this loop, whenever they engage in the two codependent roles, right, they're going to find that fix or try and find that place where they create that high together, but they're going to fall down always into the betrayal, rejection, and abandonment, and then race around to find that connection. And it can build a lot of pain between the relationship. First child comes along, inherits the dependent role. And a lot of times, you can see it when they're 2, 3 years old. You hear parents say, oh, you know, he is always really needy. You know, we had to really take care of him. We had to watch him real carefully. Kind of a fragile kid. You know, you'll hear parents talking about that. And what happens is that we start to see evidence of the dependent role in their child. What do you think that next role is going to be?
Controller.
Controller role. What do you think the next role is going to be? Man, it's so crazy how it does this. It's what I find in most of the codependent mapping I do in my sessions, is that the roles play tic-tac-toe with our family systems. So look at the addict's loop here. Between mom and dad, mom and the first son, or daughter, you got it here, you got it here, you've got it here, you've got it here, and you've got it here. Look how this loop is destroying our families. And this is moving down generation to generation. Before this controller is born, the role is waiting for them. That controller role, because there's a dependent role there, this role is waiting for them.
Do you ever find a controller in the first role because both of the parents failed as a parent and somebody had to raise a family?
In the first role?
Uh-huh.
Absolutely. This was just an example for you. Here comes, next one's a dependent.
The next one's in the controller, okay.
It doesn't
And
matter
the mom
whether
and
the
dad
mom
can
or
be
dad
switched.
switched.
The mom and dad can be switched too.
Absolutely the mom and dad could be switched. But what I'm showing you is how it plays tic-tac-toe, right? Now, same thing happens the next generation. So the destructive loop is everywhere in this family system, eroding it and destroying it. This creates an unconscious dictatorship in the relationship. When you have an unconscious dictatorship, how can you have a relationship that's about a democracy? It doesn't work. And it depends how much charge these roles have. And the charge is always the fear of abandonment. And that's on that loop. It's all about the fear of abandonment. When you see someone that is extremely controlling and has that control role, and they are a control freak, that means when they're a little child, they were in a family system where they feared abandonment. The more controlling they are, the more they go into the role, the more they feared abandonment, because they had to go into that role. Do you see what this child's doing? Now, this child is running to unconscious codependence to feel loved, to feel visible, to feel safe. Because if you're there in your core and the family is all about these roles, where are you? You're on the outs. I'm not visible here. They don't care about me or who I really am. I have to be in this role. And that's why at this very young age we abandon ourselves and go into this role to survive. It's all about survival. If the first child is a controller and an addict comes, because this child's a controller, what I find is that the addict will usually have a dominant dependent role because it's next to a controller and a backseat controller, right? If the third child comes and has inherited the two roles because it's next to a dependent, here be a dominant controller with that backseat dependent. So again, this is the other part of the family system and how addiction moves through our families. I'm getting several emails from around the country from codependents and clean and sober addicts starting loopy groups. And basically a group of people get together once a week and read a few paragraphs from the addict's loop and then share their own experiences. This is also a great way to utilize the workbook section. In my next video, I'm going to describe a concept from my workbook section named Living in Your Proactive Present. My name is Renee Aram, and this is the Addict's Loop. Until next time.